Alrighty, we are back, and I'm gonna wait on probes. See if good old probes shows back up. Hopefully my volume is better, and hopefully the music will come in. I think I got everything figured out. So let me see here. While we're waiting for somebody. Mike Good. Okay. Clean. All right. So far, so good. All right, probes. Let me. How's the? How's the sound? If you tell me it's good, I'll be so happy. Excellent. Yeah. But you know some probes. Well, let me look at the camera. Here's the problem. For whatever reason, when I go live, you folks in the chat, you'll tell me it sounds really good, and then I'll go back and I'll watch it, the replay of it, when you can go right back to it. And for whatever reason, I'm like, no, the mic sounds horrible, or the music didn't come through. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had my time when everything was going great, everything sounded great, no problem. And then I just been having all of these particular issues, and I don't know where they're coming from. And I continue. James, yeah, buddy, good to see you, my friend. So I continue probes to have these issues, but I'm noticing that there are other channels on YouTube that are having this issue. StreamYard is a big. Might could go up a notch or synth down a notch, but probably best not to fiddle too much. Note down all your current settings or outings. Looking good, just dropping in for a few need an eyelash. An earliest night. No problem, James. So good to see you, my friend. Um, yeah. So, okay. So, mic up a notch. I can do that. Let me see here. Hopefully, without any feedback. Oh, I got it. Hmm. Wait, let me go to my settings because I got the mic relatively high already. Hold on. Okay, I don't need to readjust that. I don't want to readjust that. All right, let me do this. Let me try something. And wait a minute. Looking good. Just dropping in. Oh, that's right. You just said that. Okay, so let me. All right. Hopefully, I don't want to. I don't want to get any feedback, but I'm going to try. I don't know if I should boost the volume or the gain. Let me boost the volume a bit more. All right. Oh, whoa, that sounded a little hot. That sounded a lot louder because I can almost hear it coming back on my monitor. So that's probably pretty good. How's that sounding? Yeah, you've never seen the whole setup, James. This is the first time. Well, actually, there's more stuff going from here all the way up there. So, but you're seeing just one area of the music, the home studio. Uh, okay, okay. All right, so we got voice and Okay, now when I bring Achilles in, you guys, you're going to hear distortion, but that's intentional distortion because that's the way Moog or analog behaves, and when you dealing certain, good. All right, so I'm not going to get into jamming just yet. Anyway, I never jump right in. Well, sometimes I just start the whole stream off with jamming, but this is a hangout and everything, so we could talk about stuff too. Um, so this is interesting because I've never done the purpose hangout this close together. I did one probes. I think you missed the one I did. What's today? Sunday. I did one. Was it Friday? I think I did one Friday. Maryland showed up and Lamont. I can't remember a few other people or whatever. It kind of goes back and forth. Sometimes a lot of people show up, and sometimes a few. But I guess it all depends on the day. I try and get in here because I know you guys over there in the UK. This is late, so I was gonna try and get on around noon my time, 5 your time, but I wound up crashing and waking up around 3:30 or so. Oh, that's right. You did. You did. I think when I was closing out, I think I saw you coming in. That's right. Yeah, well, you're the first. Pros, man, you're the coolest dude. I mean, you are so doggone, man, loyal, man. Yeah, I mean, you show up on everybody's stream. You give everybody, really cool support, man. That's all right, man. You're one of the cooler guys, man, in the community and stuff. Not that they're, I mean, I don't want to get into any kind of issues here, uh, but it is a different. It is a very different community than when I left. Since I've come back to it, it's different. But I'll save that for for another day. Um, but so all right. So here we go. Probes. We know something that we call gas, right? GAS, gear acquisition syndrome. And James, you know that just as well too, because you're a musician. Probes James plays guitar. He's in a band, and they're out cold. So he knows about gear acquisition because my God, there's so many different guitars out there. There are probably more different types of guitars than there are synthesizers. Yeah. James meet Probes. Probes meet James. And you're both in the UK, I believe, right? Probes, you're in the UK. So there you go. Um, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, gear acquisition syndrome. All right, let me see if I can do this because um, let me think. All right, let me try something here. Let me find it because um, what's the name of that thing again? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, you guys, I can't see the screen, so if anybody else comes into the chat, just let them know I'm slightly. Here it is. Slightly. Wait a minute. That's not the one I want though. Oh, let's try this. Hold on. Okay. This will work. This will work. Ha. Let's go here because I should be able to bring this up on the screen. Let me go ahead and do this. What does it say? A recovering Fenderholic. Ah, that's awesome, James. Well, hey, listen, you're wait a minute, what would you call them? They wouldn't be AA meetings. They'd be FA meetings, right? Fenderholic. See, so your FA meetings must be a good time. Everybody jams out at your FA meetings. Oh, Portsmouth. Or okay, listen. Let me see. Let me see. In the UK, you would say Portsmouth, Portsmouth, Portsmouth. Hey, I've yeah, yeah. I mean, I've heard of Portsmouth, and it's I isn't it a lot of green? Am I correct? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I correct where there? I mean, it's a lot of green. Portsmouth is a very green. What would that be? You call it? What would you call that there? Province or no? That's Canada. Well, port or well, city, right? I guess it'd be a city. Oh, naval port. Yes, I thought so. I know. And you know something? Had I been, I was stationed on, I was in a Navy station on the West Coast. If I was stationed on the East Coast, there's a chance I would have visited Portsmouth. Yep, yep, yep. I'm very familiar. I know it's beautiful there. Oh, James, you lucky so and so. Wow, that's nice. Yeah. All right, so let me. All right, speaking of gas. All right, so probes. What was it yesterday? I went back and I took a look at Pro Synth Network. Rob show with the guys over from Kent's, and it's the first time this has ever happened. But Robbie brought up a new piece of gear that just came out, and I went, "Come on!" And so uh, other people may not find any interest in it, but me personally, for the things that I do, this thing is really friggin' cool. Let me see if I can bring this up. If I remember correctly, there's a way to. This might be it. Yeah, I think I know how to do this. Would it be share screen or would it be image video? It's one. Let me try this one. Screen screen sharing is easiest with two monitors. No, wait a minute. Which one of these? One of these commands will let me bring up this window. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, the Garden of England. Um, but I was referring to a particular gentleman. All right, let me. I'm trying to figure out. I think is this the one or is it? Oh, it's got to be. I'm thinking to share. Let me try this one first. Wow, this is. Let me see. Okay, I know it's not this one. So all right, it's not that command. Come on. Why is my cancel not working? All right. All right. So I know it's not that command. Let me try something else here. So it's not. Um, it would be this one either. I don't think. No. Okay. So it's gotta be. It's gotta be share screen. Let me try this. Share screen. Yeah. Yeah. This is it. Okay, guys. All right, probes. You probably tell me if you remember him talking about this. No, it's hardware. Here it comes. I'm going to show you right now. Um, here, wait, hold on. Boom. Remember that? You see it? You should be able to see it. Let me bring. All right. You get a gander. That's the Teenage Engineering KO sidekick. You see what you know why it said? Do you know why it says sold out? Cause I just bought one uh yesterday. Well, actually it wasn't yesterday. It was like friggin' I don't know 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning my time here, dude. Dude, that little thing right there, that's gonna elevate my DJ game like you wouldn't believe. I mean, like for the average synth you know player or folks who are in the synth world or whatever, acquiring gear and all of that kind of stuff, may not work for you. But as a DJ, no, I'm telling you, not just. I mean, I stream from home. I got professional gear right here. You just haven't seen it. But I'm talking about this thing right here is going to be really great, even for gigging live, particularly DJing. But for one reason only, not necessarily the fact that it's a mixer, but I've got a unique idea of how to use this thing, but also, what should I say, visually or cosmetically, it's gonna look so cool. The other thing is, I am gonna be able to be so portable, even more portable, that I'm not gonna even mind carrying vinyl. And I don't even go. I got a controller. I got a DJ. Which one is this? The XDJ RX3. So, I can always take that if there's nothing built into a club or anything. But with this thing here, it could go into a backpack. I've got some ideas, man, and it's going to be so. Well, listen, I'm thinking of that too, but wait a minute. I don't want the rhythm. If I do this, I'm going to do two of the KO2s. That's if I do that, but I got another idea. That's not necessarily what I'm going to do, although that was the initial idea. I was going to go, yeah, I think I want to do that, and then the two KO2s on both sides, you know, and then that would, because they even show that off, and that's very much a DJ setup. Here's what is happening with me. All right, so Teenage Engineering has been out for a little while now, and people have their criticisms and their loves of it, and they talk about, oh, it's an elitist company, and they're making stuff that is way too expensive for people or for the average person. All right, I was agreeing with that until now, or until just recently with the rhythm and ting, right, and the KO2, and there's another one. What's the name of the other one? It has that weird name. Not Morpheus. It starts with an M. You know what I'm talking about, probes. But anyway, and I do like the way they link up. But here's the thing. That thing right there is so it's so inexpensive for what it could do. And that is what I'm really digging about Teenage Engineering. First of all, I like the landscape that this stuff, can connect out to, and how you can build it out. That I'm already digging. But the fact that they're making this stuff affordable, because the Rhythm and Ting and the other ones, what are they, 350 or something like that? I mean, really, I think like, wow, I'm really feeling like this is a direction I want to go. Don't get me wrong. Right now, this is my baby Achilles. This is my love. But I'm telling you, friggin' teenage engineering, man, they're pulling me in. They're, they are pulling me in. They keep this kind of stuff going. So when Robbie showed that, man, I was like, yeah, yeah. And listen, man, if I okay, I have another way I'm gonna possibly DJ this without using 2K KOs. But I might still get two of those anyway. Because if I go out and DJ with those, I could fit anywhere. You know? But you know, it would be so much even easier to do pop-ups. I could do pop-up DJ sets almost anywhere right on the fly, but I have another idea where I'm going to be able to do pop-ups with vinyl, but I'm not going to be lugging a lot of heavy stuff around. And I'm hoping to get the things that I need to do for that within the next month. But first, I got something I need. See, I don't sell gear very often, but I did make a major purge. Wait a minute, let me take this off the screen here. If I remember how to remove it. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. I don't know about you probes, but I made some major purge of equipment. I still got you know a respectable amount of gear left because everything that's out now is not it's not my whole studio. I had to put some. I got I don't know maybe 4 or 5 boards put away, but once again, I don't have I'm not a synth collector. The vinyl and decks are the main way. Yes, but probes, I've got a solution. I've got a solution where the players, the weight, ain't gonna matter. I'll reveal what's happening soon because soon as I acquire the additional things that I need because I'm already DJing live stream, so people have already seen my gear that I use when I live stream from here. But I always take my controller when I DJ sets because I don't want to carry vinyl. Although vinyl is so cool, just the aesthetic and the look of it is so cool. So I don't mind carrying a limited amount of vinyl if all the other gear is light enough where the vinyl's not a big issue. So you carry a couple of crates. But if you're not carrying big turntables and a mixer, and also big speakers, because if I do pop-ups, I wouldn't be doing pop-ups in big clubs, not big clubs. They'd be doing it in like coffee houses, art galleries, small venues. I mean, but really, kind of more comfortable spaces so that what I have to offer doesn't have to be blown out and I don't need big speakers. So this idea would only be done in smaller spaces, but still there'd be pop-ups. Yeah, but I will reveal all one day. All right, okay, so there you go. So I got gassed up. Robbie. No, that would be cool. Okay, yep. James, it will be revealed. I got gassed up. Robbie gassed me up. And now I am going down a rabbit hole with teenage engineering. But man, that one, because it's only I think it's it's not that big. Where's that box that I have okay. Yeah, this is very similar because I remember the box this came in. But the thing is roughly, and it may not be even this wide. I think it might be even thinner, but that's about the length of it. And you got your faders and stuff, the two faders. It might be like you could probably easily cut. I'm gonna do it. Come on, Mike. You can easily cut all that off, and it's probably still, yeah. What did I say, pros, that made you laugh? I must have said something crazy. All right, so hey, got myself some cherry lemonade. Cheers, pros. Cheers, James. Box looks like the size of a large chocolate. Yeah, dude, it is. But man, oh, let's do this. Oh, I could. Come on, man. Hold on. Let's go look at it. Let me see. Let me get to YouTube, cause this thing is it's just it's gonna change my whole DJ game, because now I can be even more versatile. I can approach places now that probably would never have thought about doing, you know, because what I'd be using this for is more chill out sets, like doing it in coffee houses or doing it in art galleries where I could play ambient music. You know what I'm saying? Take some of my really cool ambient LPs, ambient vinyl, like take my Tomita, take my Vangelis, go to art galleries and play that stuff. But once again, the thing that's going to make this cool is not just the venue. It's going to be the aesthetics of how my setup is going to look. And that's going to be the selling point. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I said it down. Dude, I am so excited, guys. I love when I discover something that like really gets my creative flares shooting off. Ah, that's good. Mmm, that is so good. Yeah. So okay, let's do this. Hold on a second. Um, let me do this. Go here and I'm not sure how the sound will come across, but because I know I tried this one other time. It used to work for me when I was on StreamYard back in the past, but I don't know. This crazy stuff is happening here. Okay, let me do this. Where is it? Hold on. Um, Let me see here. Oh, okay. Hold on. But it's gonna be great for everybody. But man, I when I saw this, when Robbie showed this yesterday, and then oh, let's look at this. We're gonna look at we're not gonna look at all of it. Let's go right to this one here. Let's see. I'm gonna see if you.
Very much so.
Hold on a second. Let me turn this down real quick. Let me get past the commercials. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Now I don't know how the sound's gonna come when you're doing the DJing. Oh, would would be great if you could. Oh, dude, I listen. James has been on my Mixcloud show when I do my talk shows. And I think James, you've caught a couple of DJ gigs there, I think. But I'm on Mixcloud. I've been on Mixcloud for years. Used to have a radio show. I don't know if James is still doing it. James used to have a radio show on Mixcloud as well. Um, so but I'm going to. I've never did any DJ mixing on the Electronic Composer YouTube. I'm the Electronic Composer on Mixcloud as well, where I do a talk show about music and gear, and I do DJ sets. I did a set last week. Yeah, so James is fully aware. Probes, you will be introduced to that very soon because I'm going to start DJing over here on YouTube as well. Let's see. Okay, so what else getting ready to do? All right, I don't know how this is going to come out. Let me try this because I want to look at this, man. This friggin' thing. Hold on. All right, so James, the thing in the center, the center strip is going to be the thing that I got coming, and then this guy's got two other pieces from Teenage Engineering that's linked up to it. It's really cool. Here we go. Let me try this. I think would it be share screen again? Pretty sure it is. Yeah. All right, let's try this. Let's hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Wait a minute. I have a weird time with my mouse. Okay, here, let's try it. Okay, here we go. I wonder if I have to mute. All right, guys, I want to play this. Let me know if it echoes, because if it echoes, I might have to mute on YouTube. On YouTube? No, because if I mute on YouTube, you guys won't be able to hear it at all, I don't think. All right, let's try it. Hold on.
Playing the samplers themselves. So let's jump over to the studio mode now, and we'll jump out of here and then set everything back to 12. So again, very similar to the first EQ. Let's try the parametric EQ. Now this one's really interesting. It's very different to the other two. So back at 12 o'clock. Now, depending on how you move each EQ band, this functions in a different way. So if I cut the low end, we can actually see a little notch there. By using the MIDI EQ, I can actually boost that notch or smooth it out. And this operates for both the low and the high band. So we can also boost the low, make it narrow or a broad Q. And let's introduce the high EQs as well. Super punchy. Now, where I personally see myself using this most would be as a pointed bandpass style EQ. So that's very fun right there. Maybe you've also got a kick drum that's just not quite slapping, so you could dial in that fundamental frequency that you want and just boost it. So those are your EQ options on the EP136. So moving on from the EQs, we have our Q outputs, we have our up faders per channel. We also have then these effects assigned. So the EP136 comes with 6 effects loaded onto the unit. We can also assign different effects per channel. To do so, all we do is hold down the effects button for the channel that we are wanting to assign an effect to. So currently we've got these drums on channel 2. We can see the applied effect has now populated on the screen. By holding this button down and using the mod toggle, we can then cycle through these effects. So we have a multi-mode filter, we have a delay, a really interesting tape effect, we have a looper, tremolo, and a built-in dub siren. So really keeping up with the current theme that Teenage have been working with the rhythm and ting. So those are the effects available on the EP136. So we have a couple of different ways that we can manipulate the effects on the KO Sidekick. We have this little bender toggle we can use to control one set of parameters. Then we also have this force sensitive button directly above. Now this is a pressure button that will apply a level of depth to your effect. So if I
minute, guys. All right. Well, hold on. Let me take a quick break. So, all right. So you getting the idea? And you know something? This could work. The other thing I do like is that you could take those. That's great. Even though I don't come from the synth DJ world, process are related to me. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking, James. Because it's almost like you could have an effects pedal, or you can kind of use it in that way. I mean, you know, you wouldn't be applying your foot to it, but you understand what I'm saying. Uh, but the cool thing also is that you can chain those strips. See, that's two channels, but you can get two. You can get another one, and they have these pegs that go on the sides of the panels, and you can link the panels up, so you can go from 2 to 4 channels to 8 channels. And you could just keep. So in other words, you could take all of these different components. You could take those strips. You could take the rhythm and things, or you could take the KO2s and just endlessly create this big, huge board. I mean, yeah, and then you got, I mean, the effects. But the cool thing about this, you guys, is that it's going to, what I want to find out is whether or not, what's the word I want to use? Those effects. Okay, like there is no way to adjust the tempo on. Well, I got turntables here that I'm going to experiment the sidekick on, but I'm talking about the other option that I have to go outside, because these are big ones. These aren't travel worthy. But the ones where I'm going outside, the more convenient ones, I need to find out, because you can't adjust the ones that I'm thinking about. You can't adjust the pitch or anything like that. So I'm wondering whether or not that sidekick is able to manipulate the vinyl, so that, because the sidekick has a beat match feature, which has really got me fascinated. So if it could read the information and know what tempo it is, then it should be able to read vinyl and know what tempo it is. But if the turntables don't have a adjustable pitch, and how does, it's weird. This is going to be great. It's going to be so, I can't wait to experiment. Also, you can get external gear. Yes, and the great thing about it is it's not exclusive to Teenage Engineering. Any gear is compatible with the stuff. That I'm telling you, they're gonna change the game. They keep doing this at affordable prices, man. It's gonna, because their ecosystem is looking real cool. Yeah, it reads the audio input and beat matches, I think. I mean, then literally, you can have this is what I'm thinking, because it's gotta take that information that it's getting. So you can have 2 turntables without any tempo adjustments. That's crazy. That's game changing. It's game changing. But I'm gonna find out sooner or later, because man, I'm telling you, I'm liking where this is going. At least as far as the DJ part of what I'm doing. Now I want to go out and do something live with Achilles here. That I want to do in 2017. I do want to go out and do, But the thing about the DJ stuff, I can be working on that while I'm doing this. It's not going to interfere with any time that I need to dedicate to this. All the other project is going to be is just setting it up and see if the stuff works. If it works, then I'm ready to go immediately. Oh, it should be. I believe they said no later than Thursday. And and after I saw Robbie, well, later on that night, or should I say, I was up until the wee hours of the morning. I think I was watching the replay again, Robbie, because I didn't watch the whole show, and I think I went back and I watched the replay again, and I went, doggone it, and then I typed in, teenage engineering. Then I typed in the KO, and I saw a good taste, and I went, wait a minute, teenage engineering. If you guys notice, the site that I first took you to, where it was sold out, where I bought the last one, that was a record store site called Good Taste. So this record store, teenage engineering, have their gear in record stores, which is brilliant. What a great idea. First of all, the stuff that they create is so small. You could put them in cases next to flutes and stuff. I mean, or whatever. But what a brilliant idea, putting them inside record stores. That's great, incredible marketing. My hat's off, teenage engineering. Right now, my whole attitude toward them is like, hey, keep this up. All right, so let's go ahead and let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. All right, and as a matter of fact, can I kill this one altogether? All right. All right. Oh, okay. While before I start just jamming around, Probes, I got a couple of questions to ask you, buddy. First of all, do you ever plan on showing yourself like on camera? Is that ever gonna happen, or are you gonna always kind of just like sit back and lay low in the chats? I'd be curious to hear that. Yeah. Cause and the other thing, were you where was I at? Yeah, Probes, you're at. Wait a minute. No, well, your lawyers forbid it. Is that a smiling face or a sad face? Really, bro? You're kidding, right? You are joking around. What was I gonna say? What was I watching? Oh, did you see? Were you watching Viral Beats? Were you? I can't remember. Were you there? Yeah, I did joke. Well, give me the truth, Probes. If it's a joke. And then I bet Brad Pitt is shit. Yeah, James, he's probably dashing. You know, one of the dashing Brits. How dare you? I bet he is. It's probably what's my man's name? Doggone it! How can I? Henry Cavill. He Probes probably looks like Henry Cavill. Freaking Superman. Not into okay, hey man, I feel you, dude. I tell you, I feel you. But unfortunately, I being in kind of the entertainment industry, people are gonna see me. It doesn't matter. So I can't get away from it unless it involves. Ah. Right. Right. Yeah, joke. Yeah, yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so all right, hey, cool, dude, Cool. All right, so listen. Gonna go haywire. Now, James, just want to let you know that this is these jam sessions are clearly just random. I just dive into the analog. So, James, real quickly before I get started, let me quickly run down what this rig is. This is called the System 55, and it's by Behringer. The original System 55 was like, if I had it here right now, it would be like magnified out, and I'd be standing up like this. And these plugs, these things right here would be like really bigger cables. And I'd be plugging them into like sockets like this. And these dials right here would be a heck of a lot bigger, more like that. All right, so imagine, and then it's stacking up. So, and you've seen these. Where is, guys, give me a chance, and I let me, hold on a second, because I have the perfect representation. I just got to remember where those particular, hold on. Give me a second. Talk to each other or whatever. Let's see. I'm going to try and find them if I can. If I can remember where I put them. Come on, Mike. I hate when this happens. When I need stuff and I can't get right to them. Drives me crazy. I can never quite stay organized. Just when I think I got everything. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on. Nope. And you know what's going to happen? After I get off, I'm going to find them. And I'm going to curse myself that I didn't find them earlier. Doggone it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I found it. Hold on. Oh, please be here. Where are you? All right, guys. Yeah, all right. Actually, I got a better copy of this. This is the older one. Where's the other? I had a better copy. Hold on. I'm really screwing up here. Sorry about that. Here's a bit. Oh, I just remembered. All right, here I come. I know you guys are probably gone by now. Say, where'd that knucklehead go? Are you guys still here? Oh, keep your pants on. Just posted links to the stream in Discord. Oh, did you? What Discord? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, pros, but thank you. Whatever you're talking about. Awesome. All right, here you go. This is one of my heroes as far as synthesizers. Well, not synthesizers. As far as modular, as far as analog, as far as one of the forerunners of, yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, Probes. One of the forerunners of early electronic analog creations is Tomita, right? And he did. Oh, I'm sorry. And this is one of his albums called Pictures at an Exhibition. He was very much like uh, Wendy Carlos, or at the time Walter, when he created Walter Carlos created Switched on Bach. You know, he took different classical uh, pieces and did electronic. Yeah, yeah. All right, so Tomita, very much in the same vein, and he's one of the earlier pioneers, man. He goes back to the 60s, early 70s. He came out with a bunch of his albums are incredible. They're so cool, man. And so he and others like him performed or used 55s, 100s. You know, it's a System 100. There are several systems, and a lot of them integrated the same things. Like I, everybody's aware of the 960 sequencer. All right, you can find the sequencer in other systems like the 100s and so on. And if you're building modulars now, you can get these now. This particular one right here, you can get the 960 by itself, and you can put it in your own rack. Snowflakes are dancing. Yes, sir. You are the man, Probes. So here's my man Tomita right in front, and if you can see, at one time, that's how big this thing here used. But Behringer cloned it and miniaturized it. So when I saw this, guys, I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I can own a replica that is still huge. It still looks, commanding. But man, you could put it on top of it's a desktop. I went berserk. I actually went berserk. And nothing was gonna stop me from getting this puppy. Nothing. And the cool thing about it is, what did it say? It's a skill to use a synth sequencer to play them. It's an art. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But see, here's the reason why I'm doing this, or the reason why I've circled back around and come to this, because I grew up being inspired by this gear. This is where I come from. All my great influences in the world of electronic music, they were the forerunners, and they started here. And the thing I want to do is I want to go back, and computers are great, and I've used them all my life, but there's something about DAWless. I wanted to return to what it was like when I first started playing electronic music, creating electronic music back in the early '80s. That's where I started. I was right there when a lot of this stuff. Well, I was too young to participate in like going to any clubs or anything when this stuff was like being brought into fruition. Uh, Man, this goes back even to the 30s in other areas of the world. But around the 50s, 60s is when this stuff was really being worked on underground. So anyway, So I had to have this. And then accompanying it, or at least when this came, thank goodness I didn't have to put each module in the rack. It was already laid out, which is fantastic. But now these were all filled in. There's these bays down here that were empty. And they were empty for a reason, because you could put more modules in them. But what I did instead is I went out and I bought 2 desktop synthesizers. I've never owned a Moog before. And so Moog came out with 2 or several, I think it was 5 or 6 altogether, desktop synthesizers within the last 5 or 6 years. And I picked up the DFAM and the Subharmonicon. And they're about as big as a shoebox. Like, compared to this, let's see here. Yeah, they're roughly the size, and I had a big enough cradles on both sides where now I have the Subharmonicon, and it's of course wide, but it's down in this bay, and then I have the DFAM on that side. So now what I've done is I've taken the System 55, the Behringer, and basically turned it into more of a muscle car by souping it up. Hemis, I guess you can call them. But so I wanted to personalize this particular piece of equipment. I wanted to create a piece of equipment that I can call my own, but also at the same time, instead of playing these 2 desktops outside of the System 55, to me it felt more organic if I put them inside and integrated them into the System 55. Now it feels more like one complete instrument as opposed to playing 3 different things. So now I can approach that with a different philosophy in mind. Okay? So now what I want to do is be more like Robert Fripp. And I'm sure, of course, James, you're familiar with him. He's one of the greatest guitarists ever. The actual founder of King Crimson, if not the principal driver of King Crimson. A lot of his stuff, he's taken different types of effects processors, put them together, and he created something called Frippertronics. And so basically what I wanted to do with Achilles is to make it sort of Frippertronic. So that way I can take this. I kind of more enjoy improving and seeing what this thing will do as opposed to trying to create an actual song. It's more fun to me to just kind of doodle around. I relate to that, sure. Absolutely you do. Yeah! Hey, Viral. See, guys, I was just mentioning Viral, and he pops in. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Hey, dude, your shows are, man, I really enjoy popping in, man. You have your equipment mastered. I mean, your stuff sounds so good, man. Awesome, dude. I really enjoy it. Oh, and the other thing, Viral, guys, this is what you want to do, and I keep telling people this all the time. For whatever reason, YouTube will come in and change your settings, and I'm not sure if it's when they update YouTube or if they do some massive update. Always go to your subscriber listing. Now, sometimes you're going to see, you might see, hey, I got 50 subscribers, but I only see 24. That's because when the people who are subscribing to you, you have to put in whether or not you can be seen when you subscribe to somebody. Or you could be a subscriber, they just don't know you're there. Every once in a while, I go back to my subscribers because sometimes YouTube changes your notifications and turns them off. I went back to my subscribers. Viral, remember I think I was saying in the chat where I was having problems. You weren't showing up, your notifications. I went back to YouTube. I went back to my settings, and your notifications are turned off. And I never turned them off. So what you guys should do I don't know, I do every several months, I go back and I just look at my settings to see whose channels were turned off if in case YouTube does it. So that's something you want to look out for. It happens. It's a reality. YouTube frustrates me so much, man. That's why I no longer want to build some kind of empire on it. I'm not trying to make, I say this every time I come on live stream, but I mean it. I'm not trying to build any real big thing out of it. YouTube for me is a way to promote myself as a DJ and a musician everywhere else outside of here. I'm only using this as marketing, but I'm not trying to make money on this channel. No, sir. That's too much work. And I already got enough work going on for me, creating music, here and DJing out there, and sometimes going live with this stuff out there. I'm not building a channel, but I will market. Absolutely. All right, guys. So, viral. There was a whole lot of hijinks beforehand, and we talked about. I talked about with the guys the sidekick. You can go back and watch the replay, but I fell in love with that damn sidekick when I saw it on. Hey, Viral, do you watch Robbie on Pro Synth Network? Let me know, Viral, because I wasn't sure if you ever. Cause do I ever see you in the chat over there? I'm not sure. But anyway, I got gassed up. Okay, did you see the new teenage engineering, the thing called the Sidekick? As a matter of fact, dude, you used to DJ. Dude, I got gassed up. I bought that Sidekick about 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, yeah. Listen, so dude, I got gassed up. I got this idea, and I'm not going to repeat myself. You can go back and watch the beginning of the stream. But I got an idea how to use this thing. It's coming. But, man, I got so gassed up. I ordered it. It's coming. I should have it on, it says no later than Thursday. I will be jumping back on to do an unboxing. Now, if they deliver it late Thursday, I won't. I'll wait till Friday. And then by that time, I might have unboxed it. But I will jump on once I get it. Because I have ideas. That teenage engineering is doing affordable stuff. Like the stuff they're doing, man. They're pulling me in. They're pulling me in. People have their criticism about them, but within this last year, they're coming out with affordable stuff, and I'm kind of digging their ecosystem, man. It's cool. Now that what is it? OPY, Y1 or whatever that thing was. That thing kind of turned out to be, I don't know, man. I heard that was way overpriced. And that thing looked really odd. I don't know if I would have vibed with that at all. But the stuff they're coming out now, man, and that thing, man, is affordable. I had to go for it. All right, listen. Let me stop messing around. All right, so I did a sound check with the probes earlier, so the mic sounds good. So. All right, so I'm just gonna, I always do this. This is no different than the last 3 Hangouts. I'm just gonna get in here and mess around and see what happens. Who cares? All right, let's go. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this mic down, and hopefully I won't forget to turn it back up when I'm done, because I have a tendency to do that. In case I'm not looking back at the chat. But at least I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic down because I don't want any feedback or any unnecessary noise. Background noise. That's what you call it. All right. Yeah, it sound like crap. I don't know. It didn't sound as good as yesterday. Some days I'm hot, some days I'm not. Hold on. Let me turn this shit around. Ugh. All right. Let me get this up here closer. All right, let me see what's going on here. That sounding good. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Listen, I know that wasn't all that great. But what I love about this is that it will take me places that I would never expect to go, because there is a certain amount of intuitiveness that's already here, particularly the subharmonicon. That thing is so incredible, man, because what it does is it will randomly generate as well. So where you start is not necessarily where you think you're going to end. And that's what I love about it. Like, this is the begin. This is where music starts. Like, everything that you hear, samples, everything from every instrument that you ever hear had to start with the sine wave. Everything. That's literally your spermatozoa. You know what I'm saying? Your oscillators basically are your eggs. And then you give in life. Yeah, that's where your music starts, and you build it out, right? You go through your 9 months of pregnancy, and you give birth. But this is the reason why I want to go back to modular. A lot of people have their issues with modular, but if it wasn't for modular, you wouldn't even be playing synthesizers. It started here. So why you got an issue with it? You don't have to like it. Nobody said you gotta like it, but to have like an adversity to it, it's like, nah. This is the thing. This will give you patience. It'll give you perspective. It gives you time. I just love it. It's an exercise for your brain. I mean, when I'm here, I get lost. Like when just now, even when I don't feel like I'm like in the flow of it, even when I feel like, because sometimes this takes over to a point where I'm just not sure, and then sometimes it takes over to a point where I can go back in and guide it along. So but that's the other thing I like about it. It brings out my emotions. I just love it. It's really meditative for me. This is relaxing. This is like anybody else playing solitaire. Luke! Oh, man. All right. Listen. I'm going to glaze. I am going to... Pros, I know Luke very well. Let me tell you something. I'm getting ready to glaze him up. Luke, and this is not taking anything away from other people in the community. It's not taking anything away from anybody. But doggone it, Luke, your compositions are just like nobody else's. Like it's you're somebody who definitely have carved out their own niche when it comes to electronics. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's real easy to sound like everybody else when you're doing electronic music. That's the easiest music to emulate. But to take it and go, because like, give me Luke, give me, any 4 other people in the community. If I'm blindfolded and you play all 5 of those people, I'm telling you, I know Luke. I'm gonna know him every time because he stands out. He's not typical. He's not doing what everybody else does the same way. Hats off, my man, because for an OG like me, who's been doing this stuff since the '80s. I never throw accolades at people unless I really friggin' mean it. And I mean it, dude. Your stuff is fire. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. I mean, I just love this stuff, man. I grew up on it, and it's been my life. I don't know anything else that I'm better at. You know, Luke is definitely a sonic sculptor. Heck yeah, to the nth degree. Yeah. Well, hey, listen. I know. I'm glazing. And Luke, when you get a chance, if you get a chance to go back and look at earlier, Probes helped me out, get me together audibly. But we talked about a bunch of other stuff. We talked about the sidekick, if you're familiar with that. And do you ever watch Robbie's program? Because he gassed me up, and I went out and bought one early this morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm buying this thing because I'll go back and I watch the replay and I go, this thing is just too cool. But I've got my reasons for it anyway. Yeah, all right, man. I dig this. Cool. See, this is what I want to do. I just hang out, man. Hang out and chill. I mean, I'm not trying to be another pub, although I love that show. I have a look back. Yeah. Later on, go back and take a look. All kinds of hijinks goes on around here. Oh, by the way, feel free, and I think all you guys are shy, because I don't think Luke, have you ever been up on camera? Because feel free. Where's my chat? Where is it? Where is that at? If you scroll up at the top there, anytime anybody wants to, wow, this chat's going a long way. I've been on a little while, haven't I? Whoa, it's 7:19 already. Well, how long have I been on? Almost an hour and a half? Listen, man, when you're having a good time, it's the kind of stuff that happens. Yeah, so this is good. See, let me tell you something. You know what I really do? I appreciate everybody who's in this chat right now. But do you know what I appreciate even more? Well, I shouldn't say that, but I really do. I really do appreciate my UK folks, because it's getting late there and you guys are with me. That's so awesome. I appreciate that so much. Really do. But listen, anybody coming on tonight? Like, see, I was hoping Pub did another one. Oh, who's interested in buying that memory mode from Kent? Because when I was watching Pub the other day, I was really tempted. Had he put that thing up on the auction block, I bet you, I'm telling you, I would have outbid everybody. I'm pretty sure I would have. But time has gone by, 24 hours, or 48 or whatever. I've had a chance to put myself in a proper perspective. But here's the problem. Now that I'm getting the sidekick, and I've got this other DJ idea in mind, there's going to be other additional equipment involved, which means I'm gonna have to back off of trying to get that memory mode. Oh, no problem, Viral. I'm getting ready to shut this thing down anyway, man. I've been on like an hour and a half. But like I said, you can always go back and watch the replay. I thought the went. Could be wrong. I thought the went. Oh, I don't remember. I thought they stopped the auction before they got to it. Did I miss something? I thought I watched the tape because they said they're going to do another one. And I thought they were going to do another one because they didn't have enough time to sell everything. I could be wrong. Because I was talking to Jervis in the chat, and I was like, yo, if you hold it, I'll buy it if you can hold it for me next time I get out there. What is it? I'll join you on screen next time. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I know it's getting late, guy. I'm getting ready to get out of here too. Thanks a lot, James. I really appreciate it, my friend. You know, man, we go back a long way, buddy. Yeah, cheers, buddy. All right, listen, guys. Let me close this out because I might want to try and catch whoever else is coming on, whenever else they're coming on. I've been on an hour and a half. But hey, it's been fun. I will return. I'm trying to get out here more often. I've done 2 of these in the last 2 days, or one every other day, which is incredible for me. Okay, okay. Listen, yeah. Now, if I don't join, I might join you. I might say hi in the chat, but if you don't see me respond, it's because it's past my dinner time. Remember, I'll try. Yeah. Okay. And what? Here's the thing, pros. When I go back and listen to it, I hope it translates when I go back to the replay. If that's the case, you got it, buddy. But then again, anything can set these off. I don't know. All right, guys, listen. Peace and love. As Ringo Starr would say, peace and love, peace and love. And I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you all. You guys take care. Have a good one. And I guess, get gassed. or as I usually say, make love to your gear. See you next time.